नमस्कार, गुड इवनिंग इंडिया। आज की तारीख है 22 दिसंबर 2015 और आज के दिन की बहुत सी विशेषता हैं। एक, आज विंटर सोल्स्टिस है, यानी पूरे साल का सबसे छोटा दिन और सबसे लंबी रात। अक्सर ये दिन 21 दिसंबर या 22 दिसंबर को आता है। उसी तरह से अगर हम समर सोल्स्टिस की बात करें तो वो 21 जून या 22 जून को आता है। और आपको पता है 21 जून को इसी कारण से पूरे विश्व में अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस भी मनाया जाता है। लेकिन जहाँ तक आज के दिन की बात है, आज के दिन से सर्दियां शुरू हो जाती हैं, ऐसा माना जाता है विंटर सोल्स्टिस से। और जब जाड़े का मौसम आता है तो डॉक्टर्स का कहना है कि ब्लड प्रेशर भी बढ़ जाता है। अब ज़रूरी नहीं कि वो हाइपरटेंशन का ही केस हो, लेकिन जिस तरह से जीवन शैली से जुड़ी बीमारियां बढ़ी हैं पिछले दशक भर में, ज़रूरी है कि हम हाइपरटेंशन यानी हाई बीपी के मुद्दे को लेकर सजग रहें। कार्यक्रम के दूसरे भाग में हमारे साथ डॉक्टर्स मौजूद होंगे। अपने हेल्थ सेगमेंट में आज हम फोकस करेंगे हाइपरटेंशन पर। आप भी डॉक्टर से सीधा सवाल कर सकते हैं, तो दूसरा सेगमेंट ज़रूर देखिएगा। लेकिन आइए कार्यक्रम में सबसे पहले एक महत्वपूर्ण विषय पे बात करते हैं, और शायद इस विषय का सरोकार हर घर परिवार से है। और वो इसलिए क्योंकि शिक्षा हर कोई पाना चाहता है। लेकिन स्कूल में जब हम जाते हैं, हम मैथ्स पढ़ते हैं, साइंस, सोशल साइंस, लैंग्वेजेस, लेकिन एकेडमिक्स के साथ साथ कितना अच्छा हो अगर स्किल्स और कॉम्पिटेंसीज पे भी ध्यान हो, और बच्चे की जो स्पेशलाइज्ड एरिया ऑफ टैलेंट है उसको हम स्कूल पर ही पहचान लें। कैसे हो सकती है ये प्रक्रिया? इस पूरे प्रोसेस पर ज़्यादा रोशनी डालने के लिए इस समय हमारे साथ रोसिटा विलियम्स हैं। डॉक्टर विलियम्स एक एजुकेशनिस्ट हैं। स्वागत है आपका।
Thank you so much. It is such a pleasure to be here with you today.
Pleasure is entirely ours, मैम। थैंक यू वेरी मच। डॉक्टर विलियम्स, ये जो पूरी कल्पना है कि हम स्कूल लेवल पर ही स्किल्स और कॉम्पिटेंसीज को इंटीग्रेट करें, क्या मकसद है इसका?
To identify the ability and talent of the child. क्योंकि हम बात करते हैं 2020 हमारा लार्जेस्ट पॉपुलेशन होगा वर्कफोर्स का, एंड वी हैव टू डेवलप स्किल्स इन देम. सो रादर देन वेटिंग फॉर द लास्ट स्टेजेस 9, 10, 11, 12, हम सोच रहे हैं क्यों ना हम जल्दी शुरू करें क्लास 6 से या प्राइमरी, वेयर वी आइडेंटिफाई द टैलेंट एंड एबिलिटी ऑफ द चाइल्ड and accordingly push him towards specialization in that area.
क्योंकि इस समय अगर आप देखें जो शिक्षा प्रणाली है, 10वीं के बोर्ड के बाद मोटे तौर पे हम तय करते हैं कि साइंस, कॉमर्स या आर्ट्स में जाएं। तो हम ये कह रहे हैं कि हम थोड़ा 5th क्लास या उससे पहले कैसे जानें, क्या सवाल पूछें?
5th and 6th is the right age because up to class 5 all the formative habits are formed. उसकी जो बेसिस है, फाउंडेशन मैथ में, साइंस में, इंग्लिश में, लैंग्वेजेस में, all that is in place. They start learning third language, French, Spanish, German. The children are very smart today. They know exactly what they are interested in, and we only have to listen to them. As they say, child is father of man. इस समय यही सबसे बड़ा सच है कि बच्चा जो है फादर है मैन का, वो हमें बताएगा. We have to listen to what the child wants. वो किस तरह के सवाल पूछता है, कहाँ पे उसका इंटरेस्ट है. If he wants to read, he wants more books. Parents should encourage that. If he is more interested in mechanics, if he is more interested in language, in colors, many children are interested in photography, but they are never nurtured to be a photographer. And I know of one student of mine who was in one of the schools. Today she is the most famous child photographer, and she developed that skill on her own much after she left school. So if we want to give a head start to our children, what we need to do is identify what is their talent, their ability and skill, and nurture that from an earlier age.
And the first step towards identification of talent is to really see that the child is inquisitive about which subject.
Yes.
कौन सा विषय जिस पे वो सवाल पूछ रहा है, रुचि दिखा रहा है.
Something which comes effortlessly to him, something which he enjoys. You see the joy sometimes when they color, or I've seen children creative writing, many of them are very good. So they enjoy it, they will imagine in their mind and they will create those beautiful stories, and we put them together and we print the book for them saying that okay, children have written these short stories, without realizing that that is a writer in the budding.
But even if we have a creative writer in budding, they still have to pursue the physics, chemistry lessons, right? The basic knowledge of all subjects is necessary. So the concept that you're trying to advocate, we're not saying mess around with academics.
Not
academics
at all. Academics is one part of it. We're talking of holistic development of the child. We're talking of preparing the child for tomorrow's professional life and workforce. So that will definitely have to be an additional effort. made. It can be offshore, after school classes. We can have innovative projects which identify their talent and ability. I know of one child who was a special child, but till recently she has won a national award given by the Prime Minister of India. Now, how did that disability turn into her greatest strength? That is because the parents, the educator, her principal, maybe her teachers were all very vigilant. They were able to work on her strengths.
बिल्कुल, ये बहुत
तो
इम्पोर्टेंट
ये
विषय है.
without taking names,
Yes.
it is such a proud moment when you see that child, and there are so many other students examples I can give you, but what I'm trying to say is, why not it be every single child who comes into the school?
Absolutely.
Why should it be one child here and one child there? What about the others?
Yes. Every
I
child
mean,
is
every
unique.
child needs to have that kind of education. It's their right,
जी,
birthright.
और ये विषय इसलिए महत्वपूर्ण हो जाता है क्योंकि ऐसे बहुत से केसेस सामने नजर आते हैं कि किसी स्टूडेंट ने लॉ परस्यू किया, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी या मेडिसिन, और उसको बीच रास्ते एहसास हुआ कि वो तो उसकी ट्रू कॉलिंग थी ही नहीं, तो फिर हम पहले से जान लें उसकी विशेषता.
I know children who have joined law and then they've gone into a totally diverse field, which is interior designing or dress designing or something, and they're doing so well. They are big names today in the market.
But tell
Because
me,
of that, I tell you, really.
This is very nice, but Dr. Williams, let's talk about Central Board of Secondary Education. CBSE ने भी कुछ कदम तो उठाए हैं, तो जो स्कॉलस्टिक के साथ साथ को स्कॉलस्टिक मेजर्स हैं और जो कंटिन्यूस कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव इवैल्यूएशन की बात कर रहा है बोर्ड, उसमें किस तरह की प्रगति हुई है अब तक?
I must appreciate. I mean, it's very innovative. CBSE has introduced almost 40 vocational courses in the senior secondary level. Secondary level, they've got retail and security,
Media studies.
and media literacy is a part of one of the proactive skills. But they're doing a lot of work where skill development is concerned at all levels in the school. But what I feel is, if it is more student specific, individual child specific, rather than we say, okay, here are the 12 skills, these are the scholastic skills, and we should measure them on a regular basis, which is very good.
तो अभी क्या वो स्टूडेंट चूज करता है उन स्किल्स में से, या हर एक स्किल पे उसको मार्क किया जाता है?
No, it is to be marked for every child. It is for everybody. It is a step forward. It is many steps forward actually. But now to take the leap forward is to look at every student individually, see the skills and talents that he or she has a strength in, and develop those in addition to the general things like, confidence building, fearlessness, communication. These are basic things that we expect every school to be able to develop in the child.
ये लाइफ स्किल्स हो गई, कॉन्फिडेंस की बात, या फिर हम कैसे अपना बातचीत कर पाते हैं. लेकिन आप कह रहे हैं कि स्कूल लाइफ स्किल्स पे तो अब जोर दे रहा है, लेकिन साथ साथ एम्प्लॉयबल स्किल्स पे भी आए.
I'm talking of competencies.
Okay.
Developing competencies, which is specialization, which is something we call mastery. And if that happens, the professional work front tomorrow is going to be really positive and forward looking for all our children. Competency is a combination. It's a combination of knowledge, skills, as well as an ability. So it is something like in computers you learn different languages. आप Java सीखते हैं, C++ सीखते हैं. So you are learning a skill. Now, in order to effectively create a program is what is competency. So everybody can drive a car, driving, but a good driver, somebody who can utilize that skill and turn it into a professional. He can become an ace driver or a sports car driver, or that formula on that, they can go there and use that. That is what a competency is.
So we can identify the competencies at the school level.
Yeah, we have to do that.
Okay.
Otherwise, then skills is not equipping the children totally. By the time they leave class 12, they have knowledge and they have skills. But what about the attitude, the ability? Who will identify that? If we do it at the school level, it is much better for their specialized field. They get more time to hone their skills, and you're giving them an extra edge.
But here, Dr. Williams, another important pillar of education is the teacher. So, what innovations could a teacher probably bring in their teaching patterns so that they can identify the skills and competencies in the students?
The cumulative continuous evaluation that the CBSE has implemented is very good and very welcome. What we need to make sure is the teacher is actually implementing it on a daily basis, which is something I am not very sure about. And what we need to do is have little clusters of teachers by a supervisor monitored on a regular basis, so that we have intensive training for the teacher, monitoring, making sure it's happening, for the simple reason that we want every child to benefit out of this wonderful CCE.
पर टीचर क्या सवाल
Program.
पूछे? हर एक विद्यार्थी से टीचर क्या पूछे?
It is a continuous evaluation that brings forward the talent and ability of the child. वो अपने आप जब evaluate करते हैं बच्चे को, पता लग जाता है किस में बच्चे की रुचि है, किस में नहीं है, which he is doing well in, what is he excelling in. I know of a child who did not excel in maths but excelled in languages, and today that student is the most competent advocate and lawyer in the Supreme Court.
But if we were to know that, say in class 6th or 7th, that
Yeah.
that student is not good in mathematics, and what a coincidence, today you've got the National Mathematics Day.
And you, for example, you've done your CA, Chartered Accountancy, but hello, what are you doing here? So that is a skill, ability that you had.
But the question I was curious to know, if the child is not doing good in mathematics, say in 6th or 7th, do we discontinue studying maths? Because that is also essential to study, even if I'm good in Hindi or English.
I don't think we need to discontinue anything, because everything is essential for building a holistic personality for the child. What I'm talking about is mastery. There are only a few things you can master. You can't be a jack of all and master of none. That's exactly what happens by the time we pass out of class 12. So, mastery is something, once you identify it, then we can have specialization in that area. That's what I'm saying.
तो अगर मान लीजिए किसी की स्पेशलाइजेशन लैंग्वेजेस
We
में
are
हुई,
not saying one for the other.
तो
We are saying
languages-
let's add on.
तो लैंग्वेजेस में अगर किसी की स्पेशलाइजेशन हुई, तो फिर उसके लिए उसको एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस दें.
I think after school programs, some innovative programs, projects, it has to be competency based. Even the assessments, if we can move towards competency based assessments, it maps every individual child's talent and strengths and weaknesses, and that's how the child will progress towards being a most valuable, what should I say, member of the workforce tomorrow. We are talking about workforce.
So even as we almost come to concluding this segment, couple of minutes, so recap for us, Dr. Williams, from the student's perspective, how does a student know what is his or her true calling?
How did you know?
Yeah, it just comes with time probably.
So that's exactly what I'm trying. I want that gap not to be there anymore. I want to bridge that gap because we don't have time. When we talk of 2020, that's around the corner, and it's a huge, huge Mount Everest to climb. So if every child can identify his or her calling earlier on than waiting to pass out of school, it gives them a head start about being a very valuable contributor of the society tomorrow, especially 2020, all the skills development we are talking about. Everybody is working towards skill development these days, and it is a very welcome practice that is happening. But how about asking the children what is it that they want, and putting together a program that identifies their strengths,
And I remember
rather than just blanket putting them into every